Welcome to ABA with Dr. D. Today we're diving into an essential concept within Applied Behavior Analysis, or ABA, listener responding. So what is listener responding and why is it so important, especially for children with autism spectrum disorder? Let's find out. Listener responding refers to how individuals respond to verbal or nonverbal cues from others. It's a crucial part of language development and communication skills. Think of it as the foundation for effective interaction. There are a few different ways listener responding can manifest, including 1. Following instructions. For example, when we say, touch your nose, and the child does it, that's following instructions. 2. Identifying objects. Or when we ask, where is the ball, and the child points to it, that's identifying objects. 3. Making choices. And then there's making choices, indicating preferences among options, like choosing between two toys. In ABA, listener responding is a key focus. We aim to improve communication skills and social interactions. How do we do this? By using systematic reinforcement, prompting, and modeling. Now that we understand listener responding, let's touch on another vital skill, object imitation. This is all about replicating actions with objects after observing someone else. Here's a simple approach to teaching object imitation. 1. Identify target behaviors. 2. Use modeling. 3. Provide prompting. 4. Reinforcement. 5. Gradual fading of prompts. Now there are a few key considerations to keep in mind while teaching these skills. Individualization, engagement, patience. Listener responding and object imitation are foundational skills in enhancing communication and social interactions for individuals with autism spectrum disorder. By providing the right support and strategies, we can help them thrive. It's time for Dr. D's video analysis. Dr. D, are you ready?
Wow, thank you so much, Miguel, for that introduction. It's awesome video there. Talks a little bit more about what listener responding is, and this whole thing about imitation, which is a really essential skill that was broken down in that video. Phenomenal job. Thank you so much, like I said, Miguel, for the collaboration. So we're gonna get into this video here. Actually, we're gonna get into this really cool video here. We're gonna look at this quick analysis of this video. It is object imitation, a really crucial skill, like was mentioned, a skill that is required for children to be able to learn more quote-unquote advanced skills. So let's get play and we'll basically break down the situation here.
Do this.
Okay, so off the bat, my instruction is Janelle, do this. Okay, that is the SD there, that is instruction, so that's the cue that we want to provide to our learner. Very simple, like I said, instruction. When you do any imitation program, the instruction will tend to be do this, okay? Whether it be, once again, imitating what kind of movement you're doing or whatever type of skill you want them to imitate, okay? Now, it's very important to also emphasize that in this situation, you saw that I'm using the same exact blocks. I'm using this brown block, and I'm using the red triangle there. I'm giving the same exact block to Janelle here, who's a learner, and she basically is gonna imitate the same exact thing that I'm doing here, the same formation. Okay. Okay. She
Awesome. Good
does
job.
that. Perfect.
Right.
So I say awesome, great job. Obviously, Janelle's happy about that. So that's the reinforcement part that was talked about in that video that we just saw with Miguel.
Janelle, do this. Great.
Perfect. So right there, once again, this yellow block with the red block, pretty much the same, items that we're using or stimuli that we're using for both the teacher and the learner. So that's a very important thing to do if you're going to teach a skill, that you're following this particular aspect or this element to the objects that they basically look alike. Okay, at some point we will be able to shift them and change some of those stimuli, but at first it's very important that when you're teaching the skill, to ensure that you're able to basically match exactly the same thing that you have and the same thing that the learner is going to have.
Janelle, do this.
Okay, it's another instruction. Do this once again.
Good. Very good.
Awesome.
Awesome. Janelle, do this.
Okay, so now we're using 3 blocks, which is an introduction of an extra stimuli in there, which is good. That's important to kind of probe to see. So you see there's already a little error there, but it seems like Janelle is going to fix it. Okay, great. So she fixes the order in which I have it. And that's good.
Fantastic.
Because we saw now that, that right there tested, right? We're now seeing how much the skill is now generalizing, and we're probing to see how she responds to a variety of different stimuli versus just 2 when we started off the skill or the program. Now we're adding 4, right? 4.
Do this.
Okay, let's see how precise she does this one here. Hopefully we could see it. Look, Janelle's looking at it very closely, which is exactly what we want our student to do, once again, when we're teaching this skill. And it looks like she did a great job. Fortunately, we can't really see it, but looks like we did that. She did match that. Okay, awesome. Okay, and that's it. Basically, that's what this video is about. Once again, it's a pretty straightforward video here. This video is available for you just by itself as a video model. If you want to use it for your trainings, we highly encourage you to do that. Thank you so much for all of those that are following our channel here, that are subscribing to the channel, that are basically promoting our channel. We're seeing more and more people. Our community is just growing and expanding. We have a lot of great things coming your way. As long as you're following our community, you're going to be able to get the most recent updates on that. So really appreciate the love and the support. Y'all take care now. Have a good one.